Hi, welcome back to my videos. I'm so excited to film this one today. Today we are testing out the Blendiful. How exciting is this? So you're gonna see my thoughts. This is the look we did. Do you like it? If you do, please keep watching. Okay, so we are gonna try out the Blendiful today. I bought this myself. I did kind of use it once, but just for like a really quick makeup look. So it is like a little bit dirty, but it just has like bronzer, and I think this was just a little bit of powder. So nothing crazy. So I can always flip to the other side and use like the fresh, clean side, which I might do. Okay, we're gonna start off with a pore filling primer. I have this hard candy. Stick it to pores. So I'm just gonna kind of go in aggressively here. Take a little corner, and I'm just gonna, I might even actually push some product in here, and we're gonna push. Now it does get like a little sticky to the feeling, but I hope I'm pushing this enough into the pores. So I'm taking my Avon Magic Wand. This is what I use for contour in Cognac. It's quite dark. And I'm going to try it two different ways with that. So I'm going to try, I'm just going to fold it kind of like this. I'm going to try applying to the face, and then I'm going to try like putting it on here and then applying. So let's see. Right around the hairline, and we're going to push or pull, I guess, pull that into the hairline. Let's take this piece now, and I'm really gonna sandwich it because I want to make sure I get the shape that I need. So far, I think I prefer putting it on the puff. I'm not like rubbing, I'm just patting on the product. And we're going to put this into the hairline. I feel like this looks more blended and soft. This one looks like so harsh. I feel like we can get really tight up here, really get that there, and go right into that cheekbone and go really far. Yeah, I really think I like it better like this. Okay, let's take that little piece and try to contour the lip. I think for that I like to actually draw it right on. Okay, let's see which way I prefer. So I'm really trying to get that pretty darn skinny, and we're gonna contour the nose.
Mom, what you doing? Mom, what you doing?
My makeup.
On makeup.
You do?
What website can I pick?
You pick one, and I'll let you know if you can wear it or not. Okay, so definitely for the nose, like putting on here. I just feel like it's softer. Let me just, okay, so I just zoomed you in here just to kind of show you how it looks
Come back up.
close up. I definitely like the softerness here, but I like the clean line I got. So I think I would do a little bit, hold on babe. Yeah, I'll put it on. I would do a little bit of both, where I would kind of draw that line on, and then I would take
my eyes
and put a little product on here and blend it nicely out. I think I like that the best. Okay, I'm going to take a lighter color. So this is Amaretto. Still going to take that spot that I was using. I'm going to pat it on here, and then we're just going to do up in the hairline. I feel like this is really good for getting right up into your baby hairs
Mom.
And then I like that you can kind of buff it in. I just think you get such a, what's the word? Smoother look.
Mom,
Or
I need to paint my eyes.
you need to paint your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Think so?
I need to put some color on my eyes. The phone is so dirty.
I know, I need to clean it. I'm just taking that lighter color and kind of trying to pat it over.
Mom, I just
You can also do your chin, so I think I am going to do...
Mom, let's do it the one way.
Yeah, I think you have that the wrong way.
Just don't tell me what's it, Dad.
Okay. I really like that you can pull with this, and you can push, and you can do so many different movements with it, and it works. Because usually with my beauty blender, I like to pull my contour down so that I don't get that harsh line. And I try to blend around the chin so we don't have crazy harsh lines. So it's the Magic Tint from Avon. Okay, I'm gonna take another little spot here. I'm gonna actually make it a little bit bigger
What's
though.
my face?
We're gonna do.
On my...
Oh, you fixed it?
It's on this way. See? This.
Oh yeah, looks good, girl. Okay, I'm gonna try to zoom you really in to see this process. I'm taking it on the back of my hand, and then we are pushing.
Mom, are you done yet?
Nope.
Yet?
I'm just pushing it in. I don't know if it's gonna let you see, but I see like little tiny
Mom,
hair marks, but I mean, if you did this with a brush, you'd also get that. And I feel like you just need to, you know, keep pushing it in, and they do go away.
you want to put these away?
Coverage. Let's just zoom out for a little bit to see. I do kind of feel like maybe it's soaking up a little bit more product than what I'm used to. I think the hardest part is like learning how to use the product. I really like it on my forehead though, I think. Let's try to get around the eyebrows that I already have done. Yeah, I kind of like how it's
Mom, what's this?
applying to my forehead.
Mom, what's this? See?
I think the nicest part is being able to get it like right in by your nose. I don't feel like there is something out there that can get right in there.
Tiny.
And I really like that you can get right up around your eye too, because I really struggle with like a beauty blender or anything like that to like get around my nose, especially when I do contour,
How is it?
because I usually take my contour like up into my nose here, and I like to kind of try to blend it a little bit better.
Mom, I can't see me.
I know you can't see.
Like that.
I feel like it's really pretty. I feel like I can get a really nice blend down my neck. I think I really like it. I don't see anything that's like super negative. So we're gonna do the Jeffree Star concealer.
Oh, working everything.
I'm just gonna move to another like clean little corner. I feel like I don't need much, so I'm just really sandwiching it. I'm like really, most of everyone, I did watch reviews and I watched Tati's. That's why I kind of waited. Well, I didn't get this right away because I ordered it and got it from my sister-in-law. So she had it at her house, so I had to go drive and pick it up because we don't live close by to each other. So that's why I didn't get it right away. But I also kind of liked watching the reviews and just seeing how everyone was using it. Oh, I really, yeah. And I was just going to say, everyone was loving how it blends out the concealer. And I must say, it just, I don't even feel like it's picking up that much either. Wow. I just feel like that looks smooth. And I think sometimes when I do it with my beauty blender, it just, you can like really notice that I put concealer there and I don't feel like I can get the blend out. And I even feel like I got the blend really nice around here. Yeah, I think it's definitely all about the concealer for me so far. I like to kind of make like a little circle here because I feel like if I do this, this lip looks more plump. Okay, like let's sandwich. And I'm just doing pushing. Push, push. Not anything like aggressive. It's more like push, push, and you're like it's a push, but then a bounce. Okay, thanks. That helps. So I think the biggest thing with this product, sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. I apologize. The biggest thing with this is I think you gotta figure out how you like to use it, and it's all about your techniques. And like Tati said, I think a lot of people are getting very like, oh, it's a revolution, it's gonna get all rid of my brushes and people aren't liking it for everything. I think you have to use it and then decide. Like the Beauty Blender didn't come out and say, hey, use me for all these things. People just started experimenting and using it with highlight and this and that. Like, I feel like this is the same kind of product. I feel like some people are going to be like, yeah, love it for my foundation, love it for my concealer, don't love it for anything else. Or some people are like straight up just powder. Or some people might be like, you know what, I'm very simple and I like using it for every one of my steps. And I want this to be my like one and only product. It's like, you figure out what you want to do and go from there. I don't usually put this much concealer on my forehead. I just wanted to like try it, but you know what? In the camera, I feel like it looks great. Let's get really close. Not too bad. I have to bronze more. That's how it looks around here. I just love how you can get like such a good blend. I just feel like I can never get that good of a blend, ever. I'm gonna bake. I love to bake. It's just like something I like to do. I have like 3 products now I kind of like use as powders, and I use them all separate ways. Trying to test them out too. Don't know if I like absolutely love them, but I want to try out the puff in the 3 different ways I use it and see if I can just use it with one tool, I'm trying to say. Because usually what I do is I take a brush like this, I go into this little tiny elf, it's like an undersetting, I can't remember what it's called. It's just like for setting your under eye, and it's supposed to brighten and all these things. And then I go in with the Jeffree Star and I kind of pat that more here to bake. And then I will take the Hard Candy Blurring Pore Refining Powder and I push it into the other places, because this color is a little more closer to my skin tone. This one's like a bright white and this is also a bright white. So we're just going to try it with the Blendiful and see how it goes. Okay, let's get, you know, a lot of people are also saying like, oh, I find it gets like dirty and you can't find spaces. I don't really think that's true, because you can like squeeze it, and I feel like if I use this little section here, I mean, I see a little bit of bronzer or whatever that was. I really don't feel like it's gonna do anything. I feel like if I use that tiny little space and do something kind of like this, I can really get in here. So I'm a little afraid of how much product I need. I really liked that. And you know what? It didn't hold a lot of product on my, like in there. It pretty much poured all that product right onto my face. I actually feel like I'm getting a better application. Like it's actually pushing into my skin, and like I still have a little bit there. So I'm just gonna push that kind of around the nose. Take it. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just gonna kind of use the same little area. There's the powder over here, but I feel like I have a little bit of a clean area here. So I'm just gonna, I really like this. Biggest reason, I feel like I have more control of putting it actually where I want. Because sometimes I don't want this bright powder all over my contour, and I find sometimes it's hard to get it to go where I want. And I feel like with this, I'm actually able to press it exactly where I want it. I feel like I'm actually getting a great bake. I don't know, I'm really liking it. I really, really like it. Okay, I'm gonna do the pore filling one, and I'm gonna squish. I'm being very gentle, but I am gonna kind of squish it like a little. Whoop, see, I'm trying to get right in the middle. And I'm gonna use this. And we're gonna do. I just want to like gently pat. Biggest spot that I hate and down is like here. This is my problem area, so I'm really gonna like push powder into this puff and push it into my skin. Okay, you know what? It's just that powder I'm not liking. I'm gonna go in with a little more Jeffree Star because I just want to highlight. I'm kind of finding that I'm liking the Jeffree Star a lot more with the Blendiful. I feel like it just goes on nice, and I'm just getting more of a pore filling with it. So I'm just going to leave that one up there a bit. Paige wants some, so come here, Paige. Now, look at mine. I feel like I've used every corner possible. So I'm going to go back over here. I think this was where I was like using concealer and stuff. There's a little spot right there. And this little spot here. I'm going to use concealer and some products onto my eye. So I'm going to go in with P. Louise base. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. Pop a little bit of that on here, and let's, oh my goodness. That went on so easy and nice. I feel like I always have to like really blend this out with my finger, and I feel like that went on so nice. Let me just go back into that contour that I used before. I'm just going to use that little spot right beside where I'm going to put just the tiniest bit on here, and we're going to contour kind of our eye. It just like blends it so smoothly. Like you don't have to worry about harsh lines at all. I feel like you could get away with just doing this, and then boom, you'd be done.
How do you take this off?
So I want to do something super simple, and I want to use the Avon eyeshadow palette from the Face Shop, and it's got very pinky corals, but I'm going to start with this dark brown, deepen up that contour kind of color. Yeah, I love this technique. I feel like it blends so nice. I'm going to take the cream kind of color up here, this one, and I like to really blur kind of will take that and blend it in, and then you can take your brush you're using before with brown on it and just kind of lightly go over it. I find this way I don't get the harsh lines. It's a lot easier to blend out. This bottom color right here, we're just going to kind of put this in to blend that dark brown with the lid, kind of going in the middle. The only thing I'm going to say about some of these colors, I really feel like you have to go in quite hard with them. They have a very subtle pigmentation, which I think is fine for a lot of people, because when
I like this one.
some people, when there's too much pigmentation, they get like super scared. So I feel like this is more of like subtle, you can really build it up. For me, it's not my favorite, because I would rather like a bold, and then I have the ability to blend it out. But like, I'm still getting a really pretty eye. It's just more subtle for me. So I'm going to then take, I'm going to mix them. So I'm going to start with this bright pink one. It's kind of shimmery. I'm going to pat it off. It is a little powdery. I'm taking it just in the inner corner here, kind of right here, and we're blending it up. I'm blending it into that middle color. And pat, tap off, do on the other side. There, I think that's all I'm going to do. Possibly just take this on my finger. It's a little sparkly, and I'm just going to pat that in the middle. That's all I would do. Okay, let's just zoom back out for a few minutes. Okay, I think I'm going to just take the powder side of this puff, and I'm just going to take off a little bit of that powder. I like to push it in. Okay, and then I'm going to take my normal brush, the one I usually take, which is this one, and I'm going to go into my hourglass. I'm just going to kind of dip mostly into this one. This is the highlight one, not that one. This one, and take a little bit of that one.
I don't take one this one.
Okay.
That one was just like that.
Okay. So I want to take the new Avon blush I got, Blushed in Love.
Oh, what did these ones?
This
Green
one?
ones. And this one was this is what was.
Oh, I guess I could do this with. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna try it with the Blendiful. I'm just gonna take like a little corner here, put a little bit of that on, pop a little bit of off.
Daddy's coming up and he's seeing my makeup.
I think he's gonna go make us dinner.
He's going to like that.
I'm not sure about this blush either. I think I like it. I definitely like it better with the Blendiful. I feel like it just goes on a little bit more blended. This one over here, like I don't even know what happened. I think we'll just go over it a little bit.
Well,
but when you go over it, I feel like it just takes it away.
Huh?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna dip into there's a little Avon palette Paige is playing with, and there's this really pretty, I don't know if you can see it, it's like shimmery. I don't know, I really like it. So I'm gonna use the Blendiful, and we're just gonna pop that right here. Blush is like one of the worst ones on me because it definitely disappears. So I'm hoping that with this like pushing, it's just gonna
Mom, where can you put this?
stay on longer. What is it? Right under here.
It's weird too.
Taking the This one comes in the set too. I'm just trying to push
this one.
on that powder. It's better.
Mama,
Let's go under the eyes with this really pretty
I have done this one.
pinky purpley mauve color, whatever you call it. Let's just drag that. Okay, let's take that dark brown and really try to get it like really close to the lash line. I like it. Simple. Done. Okay, let's do a little highlight. Another little free spot on my blender. We're going to start with this Avon because it's like a blush and highlight combo. We're going to start with this highlight. I'm going to pat. You're just like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like I might have went a little heavy.
Which one? This one or this one? This one? This one? Oh, what is this one? This one was not. And this one wash my.
Now, let's try to really squeeze it and try to get it like right up on that bone. The only problem I think I have with this color is it's got too much color to it. Like it's not enough just like highlight. It's like very pinky bronze. Like it's pretty. I just think it has too much like pink to it. So I'm gonna just pop, like I like it on my nose, I think the best, except I want a little harsh on it. I think it'd be so pretty on top of the eyeshadow. Let's just do that actually right now. So dig into here and let's pop it on the shadow here with those. Yeah. I feel like this is a palette that I would probably use on the eyes more. Okay, we're gonna go in with this highlight, the Juvia's Place one. I'm gonna find like a tiny little, keep finding these little areas that look like they don't have a lot of
This one was for Jasmine.
product.
This one was for Jasmine.
Oh yeah, the pretty green, you're right.
Yeah, look for Jasmine. She has that color. Green.
Yeah. I think it's very pretty.
Well, what do you mean?
I want to blend this out a bit more, so I'm going to go in with a bronzer, and I love my butter bronzer, a bit of this, and I want to just kind of bronze. I'm patting a little off of my beautiful bronze up here. So I think I'm going to go a little too harsh, which I feel like I kind of did. I'm going to go in with the pore defining one, a bit on
I really want that one.
the blender. Really push it in there, and we're just going to pop it lightly over top. And kind of pop it on, and then let's go back into like
purple.
an area where I think I used the bronzer. And we're just going to blend around. I really feel like it can kind of fix any of your mistakes. Like if you went too harsh, like I just fixed it. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back in. So see how I feel like it's pretty blended. Maybe we could blend a wee more. I think I just had some trouble with the blush and bronzer. Nothing to do with this application. It was just having a hard day. Okay.
What color?
Now we
Mom,
are
what
going to just
color?
add a little more mascara, and I think we are good to go.
Here's my mama.
Okay.
So
a little more like
my eyes.
fluff to them. Okay, final thoughts on the Blendiful. Honestly, I think this is perfect. I didn't use the strap, but I feel like we were just using this for powder, and you really want to put the powder on them, beat your face like drag stars do. You can do that. I really like how big it is. I honestly feel like there's so much space. Don't be afraid of gently being moving around, but it can bend. You can get so much real estate. I honestly still see a couple spots that, like, if I wanted to like bend this little tiny spot right here, it's clean, and I could use like for a little highlight, or if I wanted to do that with my eyes, like if I wanted to go in, let's just see if this would work. Let's take this little spot, zoom back in, that Avon highlight on, and let's see if we can use it 100%. You can bend it, get a little bit on there, and you can totally use it on your eyes. So I really think that you can totally use every spot on here, and you could do a whole entire face 100%. Would I think for me, I would definitely need to try it a little bit more and see if like everything I actually would use on my face with this. I don't know. I love it. I think it looks perfect. Would I use it all the time? That's where I'm like, I'm not sure, but I love it. I bought two, and I definitely think I'm going to keep both. I'm going to use probably one for my body, actually. I'd like to be able to take products down my neck with it. And I still have a whole nother side that I could have used if I didn't feel like getting it this dirty on here. For the little guy, I didn't really use this, but I have taken it in my purse and used to like touch up. Like right now, I think I just kind of have like a little bit of oil already trying to come around my nose. So that's what I love this little guy about the most, is I feel like if I get out and I'm like, God, I really didn't get the foundation in here that great, and it's starting to separate, which it doesn't look too bad right now, but like honestly right around here I get like separation, and I kind of like this, that I can just go like this without any product on it, and it's not gonna mess up my makeup a ton, and I'm just gonna get all that oil. And especially around here too, like I get really oily around here and like here, and I just feel like it fits really nicely. I think if you had a powder that you travel with in your purse, this fits in your purse perfectly. I did see one of the YouTubers, I can't remember who it was, might have been Casey Holmes, say something about like having a travel case for these. I think that's a great idea, especially this. If you could have like a little case where you could pop this guy in and your powder maybe would fit, I totally would buy something like that. There's maybe something out there that you could find, but a travel case for these I think would be perfect, like a sanitary little case that you could buy. I really like that idea. And cleaning, I am going to try to clean it, but honestly I have like some little puffs that I use to clean my face, and they're not hard to clean at all. I just use a bar of soap, one that I actually got from when you travel and you go to like a hotel. I just use that kind of soap, and you just kind of scrub it gently in, let it sit for a few minutes, and wash it out, and it should wash out really well. But as much as makeup I put on, I really don't find that this is that dirty, especially that foundation. I really feel like it puts most of the product on your face and doesn't suck it up. So I think this should clean very easily. I'm not too worried about that. I don't mind cleaning it. Honestly, I clean my face, things I wash my face with all the time, so it's just going to be one little extra step. Yeah, so that is my final thoughts. Ooh, I forgot to do lipstick. Let's just do a quick lip. I did get a new lip. The red. What should I do? I'm feeling this color more. I really wanted to. Yeah, these are the Satin Moisture Avon and Face Shop that I got from Avon along with the little palette. This is like a beautiful color. I feel like it's very moisturizing. It's not like my typical color. It's not my typical formula, but it's done really well. The only thing I have to say is the smell. It's so florally. It's just not my cup of tea, but I think this is really beautiful. What I want to do just because I'm just a little extra. I'm gonna put like a sparkly. Okay. I feel like this is just a little more me. So I just put on the Anastasia Beaming Liquid Lip on top of the Avon. I just feel like they look really beautiful together. This is something I feel like I could totally pull off. Let's zoom in just a little bit better. Final verdict is these are winners in my book. I definitely am going to play around with them more. Yeah, I do really like it. I think my makeup looks great. I'm excited to try it with a little bit of a different formula for foundation, a little more high coverage. I'm thinking I might on Saturday use this L'Oreal. I haven't used this one in a hot minute. Hopefully it's still good. I feel like it needs a little shake. But the 24 Fresh Wear, I think I'm gonna attempt that one, or I might add in the Dior Backstage. I don't know. But yeah, my final thoughts is it's a win. Good job, Tati. You did such an amazing job. Also, thank you, Avon, for some of these products. I'm really enjoying testing out these products. I wouldn't say anything's a big flop. It's just I'm a little more picky. So just a quick rundown. The eyeshadow I do enjoy. I think this is great for someone that's kind of learning, because this is a good palette where it'll be very easy to build. If you want to go with a light hand, you can super do a light hand. This blush palette, honestly, for me, these are probably going to be more eyeshadows. Personally, I've used them a couple times. They're gorgeous. I'm going to zoom in on those. They're really pretty. They're just a little too sparkly, and the shimmer is a bit too much pink. I mean, I like it on my face today, but is it a overall win? No. Lipstick. I do, you know, putting this on top, it's that perfect, not too dry, because I do find sometimes the Anastasia are super drying, so I kind of like the lip underneath it. I'm actually going to open the coral one and just swatch it quickly, because I'm wondering if this color is going to actually look good on me. It's like a coral red. What's it? I don't know. I don't know if I can pull that color off or not. We will have to try it out. And yeah, sorry. Kind of got distracted by some of the new products that I wanted to talk about. But Be Blendiful is a win in my books. And if you haven't got your hands on one, I definitely think do it. Try it out. Especially for some of your people that are maybe don't have a ton of brushes in your collection and want something simplified. I think this really can simplify your makeup and give you a beautiful look. So thank you so much for watching, and like if you did, and yeah. To show you guys, I quickly washed this up after application. To wash this little guy too. Actually, it feels like there's still a little bit of water. But what I do is I have this little drying mat that I got from the dollar store. Don't mind the toothpaste on it, but it probably needs a little bit of a wash. But I just get one of these, put it in your bathroom, and let these dry out on it. So I'm kind of just trying to get a little bit of the water out. See, there's still a little bit of water in there, so I'm just gonna kind of push it into the mat. And there is this little spot that I scrubbed them a couple times. It doesn't really want to come out, so I don't want to get too aggressive, especially because it's right on the seam. And there's this little spot over here. But honestly, I think, you know, if I just use it again and I scrub it and let it sit a little bit, but I feel like this is clean enough for me. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna let that sit and dry. And these are what I was talking about. I use these every night to wash my face, and after I'm done washing my face, I just wash these out and they dry super easily. I actually just threw one in the wash just to get it does get a little bit of a smell, so I feel like it needs to get really clean. So I'm gonna throw them in the wash, and I think when I do, I'll just toss these in with them sometimes. I do have a little bag to put them in, but I actually just threw this guy in the wash by himself to see how he went. He's a black one because I have the white. You can see my daughter washed her face, so I will have to clean that one, but I'm gonna use this one to wash my face tonight. So anywho, my point being is I wash these almost every night, so what's an extra step of washing this guy as well? Keeps your face more hygienic because you're washing this after every use compared to my brushes that I do not wash enough. So yeah, you guys just wanted to see how it got cleaned. It was super easy.